Have you ever been stuck, stranded on the side of the road with a flat tire? That is a common situation many drivers find themselves in every single day. It is a problem that you really can't prepare for, and it always seems to happen in the worst times possible. Hi, my name is Jared Lukuski. I have been a mechanic for the last few years and have changed hundreds of tires. Changing a tire can be fairly simple when done correctly. So today I'm going to show you guys how to change a flat tire. We're going to start off by making sure that the emergency brake is activated, as well as using some wheel chocks if available, just for some added safety. The wheel chocks will prevent the car from rolling forward and backwards, so that way you are a little bit more safe when you're dealing with taking the tire off and lifting the vehicle. The first step is to loosen up the lug nuts. You want to loosen up the lug nuts while the vehicle is still on the ground. With all the lug nuts loosened, we can then start jacking up the vehicle in order to get the lug nuts all the way off. With the tire fully off the ground, we can then take the lug nuts off. Some of these lug nuts are a special security type lug nut, and you will need a special socket that is typically found in the glove compartment of your vehicle in order to take off all of the lug nuts to replace the tire. With all of the lug nuts off, we can then take the tire off. So this would be representing a flat tire, and then we would get the spare tire and put the spare tire on there, just as I have taken this one off. So we'll put it back on here and line it up with the studs. With the tire on the studs, we can then start threading the lug nuts back on. You will thread these lug nuts all the way and try to get them with your finger, try to get them as tight as you can. One thing to do while you are doing this is to try twisting the tire and messing with it a little bit, so that way these lug nuts go on there all the way, so that way you do not destroy the rim when you set the vehicle back down on the ground. With all the lug nuts hand tight, we can then lower the vehicle back on to the ground. And then with the vehicle back onto the ground, we can then tighten up the lug nuts. Whenever you're doing this, make sure to do it in a star pattern in order to not warp the brake rotors and everything else. And after you are done tightening it all up, you can release the emergency brake, take out the wheel chocks, and you are good to drive away. Changing a flat tire can be simple if done right. Now everybody can change their own flat tire if they find themselves in the emergency situation.